Forget the 4-4-1-1, forget the 4-4-2. This formation alone got me from Div 1 to Elite in one day, boys. It is crazy. The 4-2-1-3 is a bad man formation. Literally, it's so good. And I want to show you, boys, why this formation pops off. All right, boys, we're going to get straight to business. Let's hop straight to the tactics. So for the 4-2-1-3, you go short passing, you go a high line height, 68. And the player roles are as follows, boys. Goalkeeper on defend. Both of your defenders on defend. Your fullbacks also on defend. Your right-sided CDM on holding defend. Your left-sided on deep lying playmaker build up. Your cam on playmaker, not on shadow striker. Both of your forwards on inside forward attack. And your striker on advanced forward attack. Now, boys, we're going to hop straight into the gameplay. And during the gameplay clips, I'm going to tell you exactly why these roles are so good and exactly what they're doing on the pitch as you're watching that with me. All right, fellas, first I'm going to show you how good the build-up play with this formation is. Look at how many triangle passes I've got. As in, look at the tiki-taka, look at their positioning. So many triangles on the pitch. It's like they're playing for Pep Guardiola. Aussie wins this header and I can go straight through on goal. But the AI movement for the passes is insane. Boom, top bins. That is very good. Another example of how easily I can get through on goal. Aussie finishes that. Passed it back to my cam put it forward. This is a pure pace from Aussie, but I'm going to turn back inside and look at the movement from my players on the inside. Jarzinho makes himself available. Boom, top bins finish. So the AI movement of this formation is very good, boys. Here's another example that I've always got more than one person on a run. I could have passed it to two different people there, but I chose to do the through ball for my cam. Easy way to get through on goal. You've always got 2 or 3 passing option, boys. Plenty of people to do through balls to. Here's another one. Couple of quick passes over the top ball to Piper. Somehow she wins this. Easy finish, lads. Like, genuinely, out of all the formations, this was the one that I found it the easiest to do tiki-taka passes on the pitch with, which is crazy to think about. Look at the passes here as well. Great natural run from Piper. I didn't trigger her, that she did that by herself. And boom, we finished that shot nice and easy. Yeah, big celebrations. Now, we win it at the back. And again, watch some examples of easy through balls. When you've got a striker as fast as Osman, boys, easy goals. All right, this clip is an example of how easily I am also finding my players, even in tight spaces. Because, yeah, I may have 2 wingers, but because they're also making a lot of movement down the center of the pitch, I can still easily find my players. I get this goal because of his mistake, but again, the movement was solid. Now, this guy's doing a lot of offside traps, but look how many passing options I've got. Take a look here, boys. I could pass to whoever I want, and look how easily we work this guy apart. Boom. We spread him wide open, boys. Pause. Goal. Boom. All right. Again, let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at the passes, the build-up options. I could pass it to anyone, but I choose Aussie, and what a cheeky finish, bro. All right, now this clip I've included purely because it's funny. Purely because it's funny. Just watch this real quick. Right, I'm happy now. Thanks. Now, this one's just a classic example of utilizing your wingers with through balls over the top. Look how easily I got this goal. Again, Piper made a really good run. Fullback's not tracking her. You're going to have that happen loads with your left wing and right wing that are on inside forward attack. Now, let's have a look at another example of good build-up play. Look how steadily and slowly I'm playing, taking my time to find my passes on the pitch. But again, just watch the AI movement. I see a bunch of players constantly making movements. Of course, my cam is probably the one running the most. Jarzinho gets in the position to be able to finesse that for me. So, boys, I'm showing you plenty of examples of how great the AI movement is with this formation once my team wins the ball. I somehow get away with this and watch, boom, straight on the counter attack, quick passes, and immediately put Jarzinho in. How quick was that, boys? In the matter of 2 seconds, we transitioned from defense to attack. Boom, Jarzinho back of the net. Solid formation. Now, fellas, I want you to take a look at the CDMs. So watch Grosso here. As the play's developing, she is constantly tracking that guy. Take a look at that. That's really good. That's what your CDMs are always going to do in this formation. Now, again, watch this from my CDM Grosso. What a header. And that was a block from her. Again, an interception. So watch how good the CDMs are in this formation. And then we start to do the build-up play. Immediately ball over the top because that's where the space is. Then we need to find a way to go back inside. And if I was a bit better, I would have done a skill move there and finished this off. But I was stinking. Now in this clip, boys, I'm going to pause it here. Watch my back line. This is what I love about having all of my defenders on defend, basically, including the fullbacks. Look how close they are to one another. It makes it very, very hard for my opponent to find through balls down the center. He could try and do over the top balls, but then he's pushing himself into the corners of the pitch, and I don't mind defending that. I really, really like this. If my fullbacks were not on fullback defend, they would naturally be a bit wider, and the gap between them and the center backs would be bigger, and his players would probably find through balls in those exact gaps. So that is why I've got my defense on these exact tactics. Now, fellas, just a quick one to show you what EA likes to do to people. I am one game away from Elite Division here, boys. I am excited to get this game over and done with, get into Elite nice and early, boys. I'm feeling on form. I feel like I'm doing damage. And then guess what, boys? Can you guess what kind of player we encounter next? Yeah, you guessed it, boys. A dirty, dirty, smelly hacker, boys. That is exactly what we get. One game off Elite. Thank you very much, EA. I love the amount of hackers on PC. Absolute joke, broskies. Disgusting. So fellas, I hope that was enough proof that this formation cooks. The 4-2-1-3 is super good. Most people think that formations with wingers make it very, very hard for you to get passes going through the middle. You have to always go wide, go over the top. Wrong. That is not true, boys. I showed you in this video that you can play passes in the center or you can play out on the wing. The versatility is what makes this formation so good. A lot of formations are either you have to always go out on the wing or you have to do so many passes in the middle because your formation is very central. I think this formation offers you both options and you can transition between the two, keep your opponent guessing, and that is why I like it so much. Copy these tactics, copy the way that I played in this video, and you too are going to be climbing in divisions and busting people up in your foot champs. Give the formation and tactics a try. Let me know in the comments how it worked out for you, fellas. Show the video some love. Don't forget to sub, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. I'm looking to do at least 4 to 5 videos a week, boys, so let's get active on the channel. Much love, boys. See you soon.